Hey guys, how are you doing today? It is what, Wednesday, right? And if you just saw my post a few minutes ago, I've been remiss, guys. Oh wait, welcome to another edition of Chalkin' with Babycakes. Today you won't be seeing me because I will be, well, I'm in my really messy craft room, and honestly, I need to clean it. So I decided just to show you guys what I'm doing here while, you know, just do it that way. And so remember, you know, I like to, I am trying to get this up on my tablet so I can see everybody's comments, and it looks like there's a Haley Brennan watching. So hi Haley, how are you? See, look, you don't have to do anything because you're not here. But shouldn't you be doing homework, silly girl? Anyways, so what I'm going to do is I am going to update my window. This is the window that I typically have, well, that I don't typically have. I always have in my front walk-in area. So I've been remiss, guys. I hate to say it. Did you see that picture of how it's all candy cane, snowflakes, reindeer? Well, I'm about to remedy that today. So today, I am going to update it with these beautiful, beautiful spring, summer grilling, and maybe even a campfire. I don't know if you can see that. So this window is a pretty good sized window, so unfortunately you're not going to see it all. But I am going to do my best to get through this and show you how I update this. Now, you know, I don't update the truck. The truck stays the same color. Hey Lisa, how are you? Hey Brandy. And Haley, I am glad you are done with your homework. That makes me happy. Brandy, Haley really isn't here with me today. She's with her dad at the lake house. They went down there to take the boat down there, but they can't get it put in the dock, sadly. So, there's that. So, I'm all by myself at the house, and I wanted to show you just how easy it is to update when you have a surface, a non-porous surface, how easy it is to update your design. Now this is a window, so I'm actually just using a razor blade on this to get it kind of scraped off. That's awesome, Lisa. Catching up, at least we have a lot of time to do that right now, don't we? All right. So now if you had a chalkboard, you wouldn't want to use a razor blade on it. But they have come out, ooh, and I just broke my razor blade, so let me go get a new one. Because I don't want to cut myself. And I know I can put this in a scraper and make it so it's a little bit not as quote-unquote dangerous, but I like living on the edge, you know? So, they have come out with a scraper. I haven't bought one yet because I just haven't, but they do have a scraper now that you can use on the chalkboards that will allow you to scrape the chalk off, the chalk paste off, and then just wipe it down and clean it up a little bit. So, there's that. That's a new thing that they just came out with. And here I am, I have to get all of this Christmas off of here. Guys, look at that. But you see how easy that just comes right off? Now again, if you don't want it to come off, all you have to do is not get it wet, right? Paperwork is never a fun thing, Lisa. But I'm glad you are having the time to be able to do it, even though it's not a fun reason to have time to catch up on it. Alright, so some of these colors, as you see, are easier to get up than other ones. And I could have had all of this done before I got on here, but I wanted you guys to see exactly what goes into all of this. And then I'm going to probably move this to kind of dump it on into the trash can. Now you can spray it with water and get it a little wet so you can pick it up with a cloth or something. But I've got a lot of paste on here and I don't know how easy that's going to be to do. So what's everybody else doing out there? I hope you're enjoying this beautiful day because it is a beautiful day out. It was like 82 degrees. I went shopping today. I went to, it's my first venture out since I've been out of quarantine. I went to Woods to get a couple groceries, get some stuff for dinner. I think we're going to have chicken on the grill and some corn on the cob and baked potatoes or something. And then I got a little cake and some ice cream. So it should be a good dinner tonight. It just amazes me because, like I said, this is the first time I've really gone out shopping since I've been back. And since all the stay-at-home orders. And I've heard all the reports and how everybody's buying everything and hoarding. I just want to know, who needs that much stuff? I understand there's preppers and everything out there, but holy moly. It's crazy. So I don't want to get my preachy pants on or anything. But take what you need, guys. It'll be there tomorrow. It'll be there when you need it again. So don't take more than you need. Wow, this took longer than I was expecting it to. Sorry. After I get this all done, I'm going to start making a t-shirt, some t-shirts. Well, actually, I have to make the stencil for it first. I have a little quasi gag gift that I'm going to do for a couple of the people I work for. So I'm going to make the stencil. Then once the stencil is made, I have to make the shirt and all that kind of good stuff. So stay tuned for a video on that. I'm not going to go live to do it because you have to do it in a couple of different parts, and so it makes it hard to go live, and I want to do it all in one video. So I'm going to record it, and then after, I'm going to try my editing skills, which, oh, by the way, I have absolutely no video editing skills, guys, but I'm going to attempt my hand at it, get a couple of videos together, and post them all at once. All as one video. So what do you guys think? I think that sounds like a fantastic idea. You know what I'm going to do? I've got my vacuum cleaner over here because I was cleaning up the floor a little bit ago. So I'm actually just going to suction up all those flakes. I think that makes the best idea. So here I go. I promise I won't get distracted and see something on the floor and try to vacuum it up too. I'll only do a little bit of vacuuming. Ooh, I can't wait to hear what kind of stencil you want, Brandy. How exciting. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the mask thing. I had a friend of mine make me one. It's a Harry Potter one. And I haven't really worn it yet. I just have it just in case somebody says, oh, you're too close to me. Oh, you need to wear a mask. And I know it's for the benefit of everybody. I get that, guys. So please, guys, don't get upset with me. All right. So clean window, guys. Clean window, right? Now what am I going to do? What to do? Well, I'm going to start with the truck. And I don't know if you saw the stencils I chose, but all of them are kind of like layered stencils, right? Except for the Farm Fresh Flowers. That is not a layered stencil. And then this tree is a layered tree. So 2 trees. And then the grill is a layered grill. So I will work this in sections, right? I will do the flowers down at the bottom. And then, or I'll start with the greenery. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the fire or not. We'll just see how that works out. So I'm going to start with the flowers in the truck. And this is a new stencil. Like this. So this is one of the newer stencils. It is the spring add-on for the old vintage truck. So it just got released this spring during the spring center. So because it is a brand new stencil, I have to do what? What do I have to do with the brand new stencil, especially if I'm going to be using it on a piece of glass? I have to fuzz it. So here I am fuzzing. Fuzz, fuzz, fuzz. All right. And if you see, I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't really want to get it. There we go. Maybe that'll work. Oops. This is the fun part, is getting it lined up. So what I'm doing here, in some other designs it may not really matter, but because I always take this off, my design off, but I leave the truck, I don't redo the truck. I wanted to make it to where I would be able to get the stencil, the design off without having to take the truck off. So that's why it took me a little bit longer. And I don't know if you see these little tick marks right here. Those little tick marks are there. So because this flower, you can see there's little, can you see that? I don't know. Yeah, see that little tick mark right there? These flowers. So that's, you use that to line up your stencil. Now, as long as you're doing it on a non-porous surface. If you do it on a porous surface, you put those tick marks on the porous surface, well, they're not going to come off. You might be able to get them off if you do it quick enough, but otherwise, they're more than likely not going to come off. So you just flop a little bit of paste down. A little bit of paste goes a really long way. You get it all squeegeed out. I'm going to put that down. Get that over there. And you pull it up. And you never want to pull it at a diagonal. Because if you pull it at a diagonal versus a 90-degree angle, you will, gosh, I can't even think right now. You will stretch it. You'll stretch the silkscreen portion of it. So you definitely do not want to do that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put the tree on. Now I'm going to do 2 trees. I'm going to do one on each side. Okay. one on each side. And this one, so I used this tree before, so it wasn't as bad, and it's part of the spring add-on for the camper. So I have used the tree before, so it's already been fuzzed, but I still wanted to fuzz it a little bit more because I am using it on a glass surface. And you know, normally I take in, when I'm putting down my stencils, I typically squeegee it really good to get all the air bubbles out of it. I don't know if you've been noticing, but I haven't really been doing a huge squeegee with it to get all the air bubbles out, to get it nice and tightened. Normally I'm doing this very, very heavily with my hand. I'm just going to do it very gently right now, so this way it also helps it be easier to pull it up when I'm done chalking on it. So that also helps, especially when you're using it on glass, on a piece of metal or something like that. You want to make sure that you can pull it up a little bit easy, but you still keep the crisp lines of your stencil. Now, if it's stuck down really good, then what could happen is when you pull your stencil up, your stencil will, oh gosh, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It will get all curly-Q. And when it gets all curly-Q, that's not good. I'm washing the tree up real quick so I can let it sit over here and dry, because I'm going to do it again on the other side, but I'll need this tree to dry up to be able to use it again. Because I do have my wash bath right behind me, guys. Alright, so I can do the farm fresh flowers on there. And if you see, I'm just doing this all in sections, right? Nothing is getting done not one area is getting done all at one time. You can do it in sections. If I was doing a marathon chalking session, that's what I like to call them, marathon chalking, where I take and I make several things at once. I'll even take and I'll put one piece aside, like one project aside, and then start on another one, and then keep going at it. And then come back to the first one. So this was a little dry. This little pink paste was kind of dry, so I'm going to go ahead and stir it up really good. I sprayed some water in it because you do want to have a nice yogurt-like consistency. If it's too dry, the great thing is you can just throw a little bit of water in there and it'll come right back to life. Ooh. I have a mess going over here to my right, which is keeping me from being quicker than I normally am. I really do need to clean my craft room up, guys. I left it a mess when I left for those few weeks, and it hasn't gotten any better. So what do I have coming up? Does anybody know? Anybody? Guesses? Ooh, I forgot this S guy. There we go. Well, I have a live sale coming up, guys. So go to my events tab. When you get to my events tab, don't do it right now because you're watching me. Go to my events tab. Once you get to my events tab, I want you to scroll down till you see the live sale event, and then I want you to click interested or going, and then invite some people. I'd love to have as many people there as possible. I'm going to be selling a bunch of stuff. Now I'm not going to be selling everything. I do have the backdrop started, so I don't know if some of you, oh, I forgot to do that. Gosh darn it. So I do have the backdrop started upstairs in my sitting room. And it looks really awesome. I'm pretty excited. I have a lot of stuff sitting up there. I'm not going to sell everything that's sitting up there, though. I will be only doing a portion of everything. But if the live sale goes really well, I'll do another one in a few weeks. Bring you some more new stuff and see what you guys think, okay? Sound like a deal? So that is my live sale, because I don't think I told you the date of my live sale. Just where to find it. So the live sale is April 18th at 5 o'clock. So be there or be square. Yes, sale, woo! I have a bunch of inventory I need to get rid of, guys. So how many of you saw my live yesterday where I put out a bunch of specials that is going on through Chalk Couture right now? So Chalk Couture does have a bunch of specials. So for my Club Couture members, don't worry, I didn't say anything. I didn't want the hairdryer to overpower it. So for this month, my Club Couture members, you can get 50% off of certain... I need to fuzz that better. I need to fuzz it, period. 50% off of certain different canvas textiles. So get on the website, my chalk site, chalkcouture.com/babycakescreations, and you can see everything that's on sale. While you're there in the specials and deals, guess what? They have some try it kits that you can buy and get delivered directly to your house. So check those out. There's some that are like 20 bucks. Most of them are about 20 to 25 bucks. And it includes everything you need. It includes three chalk paste singles. It includes a stencil, a squeegee, and a surface. So check it out and let me know if you have any questions about those. Especially if you're interested in doing any of this stuff that I do. Any of you who are looking for something to do during this stay-at-home time. It'll keep you occupied and busy. You can make your own stuff. And then once we're allowed to get back at it, of course, we can start doing our chalk and talks again. So, I can't wait for that. I'm excited. The chalk and talks for April have been canceled. And we're looking at May now. So if you go again to my events tab, you'll see when the chalk and talks in May have been scheduled for. I like that. So I don't know if you saw, this is one of my little paste containers that I use when I mix different colors and use different colors. I will put it in one of these little tubs. Now this is just something I got from the Hobby Lobby. It is, I think it was in the jewelry area, so I could go ahead and put stuff in there. It makes it so much easier to, so if you want to ombre something, if you want to mix colors, whatever you want to do, it makes it so much easier to do that. All right, I am going to dry up these two trees. And I thought about doing a whole lot of stuff on here, you know, because normally I have a lot of wording and all that kind of stuff. But this time I decided to kind of keep it a little bit simpler, just because, I don't know why. I just wanted it simpler, I guess. I was going to put a welcome in between the trees, but I have to find I had to figure out what size welcome would work. Okay, that did come out good. So this tree has the little tick marks too, but the hard part is sometimes the tick marks don't go all the way through. Gosh darn it. Let me fuzz that a little bit more. And plus, this is fun because it's a little bit taller than I am, right? So one thing that I am pretty gosh darn good at is, even without the tick marks, I'm halfway decent. Actually, I'm pretty good at it. Of just kind of lining stuff up. But because it is on glass, it makes it a little bit more difficult because it wants to get stuck on there. And the glass does make it a lot harder to maneuver it. And as you saw, I did not go ahead and put it all the way down because I want to be able to get it off of the surface, off of the window. So you know, when I came home, and within 5 minutes of me being home, my husband goes, "Hey, you're a little bit behind." I wasn't even in the door that much, and he was waiting to pounce on me over my window. Can't help it. It's not my fault. Yeah, that looks pretty. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clean this up. So guys, do you have any questions for me? If you do, let me know below. I'd be more than happy to answer them. If you're interested in either joining Club Couture and getting a stencil every month with 3 coordinating chalk case, is $19.99 a month. You have to sign up for 3 months at the minimum. After 3 months, you can cancel at any time. They do have a lot of really cute stencils they come up with. Also, the try at home kits. So if you're interested in trying this at home, love to have you do that. And of course, if you are interested in hosting your own chalk and talk, I'd love to set something up with you once all this is done and over with. And even if you don't want to host your own, you can come to one of my regularly scheduled ones. And if you come and you bring a friend who has never been to one of my Chalk and Talks before, you and your friend both get $5 off of your Chalk and Talk. So that's my referral program. Now, not only do I have a referral program, but I have a loyalty program with which some of you have already been able to take advantage of. So if you attend and you participate in 6 Chalk and Talks, you get the 7th Chalk and Talk portion free. So the actual class portion, not the surface. So if you normally get a surface from me, that is not free. It's only the portion that is the class portion. So those are a couple different programs I have. If you have somebody who loves to come out to these things, but you know, you just don't know what to get them, but loves to do crafty stuff, loves girls' nights and stuff like that, I do offer gift certificates. If I could talk, I do offer gift certificates as well, so you can get that at my site, and I'll drop all the links below in the comments once we're all done here. Okay, guys? All right. The trees look lopsided, but I'm okay with that. All right, so now we're going to do, I think we'll do the fire, but I also want to get, I have to find where in this mess, all right, it went. The grill went. So again, the grill is part of the spring add-on for the camper, the vintage camper. But that doesn't mean you can only use it with the vintage camper. You can use it, you can intermix all your stencils, mix and match them, and it's perfectly fine. I do it all the time, guys, all the time. In case you hadn't noticed. All right, so I'm going to use some of these multi-tools because this is going to be, okay, I'm going to use, put some green down here for the little pieces of grass. Now I need to do this quickly because I do not want the paste to dry and then on the silkscreen portion, because if the paste does dry on the silkscreen portion, when you pull up the stencil, the paste will come up with it and then you won't have your design underneath it. Now sometimes that's quite all right, but other times when you're trying to have a really good a very precise type design and look, you don't want that to happen. So if you saw, I worked rather quickly to get all that done, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this up and hopefully it all stays. And for the most part it did. Looks like I missed the handle a little bit over here on this side, but I think that'll be okay because it doesn't have to be perfect, right guys? I say that a lot, don't I? It doesn't have to be perfect. The less perfect it is, the much more better it is. It makes it all yours then, right? All right, so now I'm going to do, this is the fun part. This is where I'm going to do some mixing and matching. If I can remember how to do this without making too much of a mess, right? I know, what fun is that? Making messes are fun. And that seems to be what I'm doing today. Okay, so we have down here, we've got the rocks, and then I'm going to go over it with my finger with this gold on it, just to give it a little bit of extra color. I'm going to take my finger and go over, just because I didn't want to get another squeegee out right yet. Okay, I'm going to pull that up. Oh, that looks pretty cool. And then I'm going to wash my fingers real quick. Dry them off. And then I'm going to get out the yellow. Hey, Angie, how are you doing, girl? I'm going to do some orange and some yellow on here. And this paste is really dry, but since I'm doing this quickly, it'll be okay. That's the theme, right? Do it quickly. And I want to put some yellow in there so this way it looks like a flame. Because I like big fires. And there's the bottom part of the fire pit. We are almost done, guys. You've hung in with me. Proud. Alright, so I'm going to do, I know, it's hard to see. I'll show it to you. The window's so big. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit in the mirror. But don't worry, I'll be taking a picture of it. Alright. I'm going to get all these dried up so I can do these last two parts real quick. And then I'm going to put some butterflies around it too, because I think the butterflies will be pretty. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to do the top part of the grill up there first, and I'm going to do it in a good red color. See, so like I did put, this is going to be fun. So guys, I did put the cross hatches on here, but the cross hatches aren't showing up very well. That's the thing I don't like about them. So I'm just going to kind of do this, hopefully get it lined up pretty decent so it doesn't look too weird. We'll see, right? I'm going to get out another stick here, another multi-tool, and just kind of go on it. And as you've seen this entire time, I haven't really done the whole squeegee it down, get all the air bubbles out. I've just kind of laid it down because these are the newer stencils and I don't want to make it to where it's hard to get them off. Oh, that looks not so great, but it'll do. It's not perfect, guys. Can you see that? It's off. Got it off kilter, but that's all right. I'm not going to fix it. Okay, I'm going to finish this bottom portion. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm going to finish the bottom portion of the fire. I'm going to put some butterflies on, and then we'll be done. It'll just be a quick and easy. Okay, so it wasn't quick, right? I know, but it was easy, and I didn't want anything too elaborate. I'm going to do the butterflies in this wild berry. And let me tell you guys, I do have a mess going on here. I'll take a picture of it potentially afterwards. It is a mess. So remember how I said you can use a stencil more than once before washing it if you're very careful. So I'm going to be very careful and quick, because again, you don't want the paste drying on the stencil, so you want to get done, picked up, put down, done, picked up, put down as many times as you can until you see that the paste is drying. And you'll know the paste is drying on the silkscreen portion because it'll make it won't be as the paste won't come through it anymore. Your design will not look right. It will start gumming up the works, if you will. So then you don't always have to use all three of them at once either. So like I'm doing a couple pieces here, a couple pieces there, you know, one here, one there. And I think I'm just about ready to be done with it. Yep, I think that's good enough. So what do you guys think? You like it? Don't worry, I'll be posting a picture of it after I get it put up, so this way you can see the way it all looks, because I know you can't see everything on here. Let me see, maybe I can. See, there's the fire right up there. All right, guys. Ooh. Was there the glare from the wind, or from the mirror too, or the mirror. Oh my gosh. From the light is up there too. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed me doing my window update. So now it'll be good till fall, and I won't be doing it again till fall. So you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I will talk with you later. Bye-bye, guys.